Man, I want to just give my thoughts on this, and it's about Portugal, and their victory away from Poland. Now, I set out on social media that was actually really impressive, and I was actually impressed by what Portugal did. And guys said, look, it's Poland. They're doing really badly. They came bottom of the World Cup group. Even though Piatek, he's like the highest scorer right now in all of Europe's leagues, 9 goals in 7 games. But say, look, man, it's Poland. But for me, I think that it's about speaking to a much larger point that I want to make. Now, obviously, for Poland, it ain't great. Let me be real. Poland are guys that I think they definitely need a lot of work, and it's going to take time. Although you've got guys like Piatek, you've got guys like Lewandowski in there, you've got guys like Choviak. There's enough quality there I just think maybe they need the right manager and the right coach to put them in the right direction. But again, that's just something to be worked on. But I think for Portugal in particular, the main thing is what is really strong is, and one thing that you need to know, and this is a fact, how you play with a star player is very different from how you play without a star player. It's a psychological thing. It's a mental thing. So I think this was important for this team to have this win without Cristiano, because there has to now be, you have to look at the future. Like, if you're a responsible football federation, you have to look 5-10 years into the future. You can't be living in the now. Bernardo Silva wears the number 10 shirts. He is part of the future of Portugal. Ruben Neves, one of the most talked about players right now, especially within the Premier League. He's a guy that you now have to focus on. Same thing with Andre Silva as well. This is the guy that you're going to be building the future of Portugal on. Because again, as I've always said, man, like, one of the best teams I've ever seen, personally for me, was that 2000 Portugal team. That is one of the best teams that I've ever seen. Just as a team, for talent, that was an incredible team. And everybody knows about my view on Luis Figo. Like, look, I'll argue, maybe it's a discussion for another day, but for me, Luis Figo is the greatest winger of all time. As far as a winger, as far as talent, I believe he's the most talented. Okay, I didn't say greatest, the most talented winger of all time. So Portugal have had some amazing players, and I think that for this team, it is very important to see how they operate without Cristiano. Because trust me, once Cristiano is in the team, the people's psychology changes, because, like, man, this is this mythical figure, this goal scoring phenom, this is our star man, this is our beacon of hope. So even the way you approach the game is that you're deferring to him. But once he's not there, suddenly you're like, no, you now have to raise your game, and you now become much more important. And a guy like Bernardo Silva, who's the number 10, the creative man, he now has to really take things upon himself. And you look at that goal that he scored, that is him really taking things upon himself and really becoming a lot more braver. Because again, for me, I thought he had a disappointing outing on the World Cup. So I think that's just the key thing. There's talent there. And I think for Andre Silva, he's a quality striker. Maybe his move to Sevilla will help him. So I think for Portugal moving forward, because again, you put Cristiano here, they're a quality team, but removing him, I think, is very important for this team to understand how can they exist when Cristiano retires. How can they exist? How can they operate? And what can they do moving forward? Because I feel that for Bernardo Silva, who is growing very well under Pep, I think that guy can become a quality player. Who knows? Maybe he can become the next Rui Costa, the next João Pinto or any of these boys. But yeah, man, I do think that for Portugal, this was a very important victory mentally, psychologically, for these young players without Cristiano in there.